It's a Sweet 16 type of week here on Sleepers Media YouTube channel, obviously, with that coming up. So, topic number one, we are going to do one reason each Sweet 16 team can win it all. So, we're talking about they get to San Antonio and they're cutting down the nets. I think it's in the Alamo Dome. In the Alamo Dome, they are cutting down the nets. We are going to give one reason for each Sweet 16 team. As we always do, we are going to start at the top left. What is one reason that Auburn can cut down the nets?
I just want to say if at any point during this tournament you start starting on the top right, I will be in absolute hell. I will have no idea who's in the tournament.
Always, always start left. Always.
uh, just be themselves. Chad Baker Mazara, like all of Donovan or Denver Jones, excuse me, Janai Broom, Dylan Carbo, Taha, just be themselves. Keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, I think the one reason for Auburn would be that they've been arguably the best team all season long. Lost their form a little bit. So I think one reason they can win it all is that Janai Broom maybe gets back to closer to full health than he's been. I think he's been a little bit banged up, and I think that's hurt them. But I mean, there's many reasons they can win it all. What is one reason that Michigan can win it all?
Two 7-footers. No one else has that. They have something no one else in the country has.
Yep, two 7-footers, and now they're getting at least one guard instead of zero guards to play well. That'd be the reason I say. But yeah, it's got to be the front court is the one reason they can win it all. Ole Miss.
Um, Chris Beard's sneaky, the best X's and O's coach left in this.
That's a good shout. I would add to that they're old. They're just
Yeah.
old. Like they're just gonna like in an era of college basketball where you have 26-year-olds playing, they got a bunch of 25-year-olds. So
Yeah.
like that's what does it. Michigan State.
Simple. Dogs.
Well, what do you call him? What do you call Jace?
That's Moneybag Jace.
Yeah, and Moneybag Jace and dogs are the reason that they can win it all. Staying on the left side, moving on down, Florida.
They have the best guards in the country.
Walter Clayton is the best guard in the country, even over my dog Braden. But right now, Walter Clayton is the best guard in the country. Why can Maryland win it?
Crab five.
Want to send their coach to Nova on a high note. Texas Tech.
Hey, if they lose Willard to Nova after yesterday, that would be crazy.
Kevin Willard has a spot right now where he is, I think, the most like I'm most envious of his position, right? He's just playing like no, he's looking at Nova like who else y'all gonna get? It's me or Porter Mosier. Like add two zeros to that check. And then I'm gonna go back to Maryland, have them add three zeros, and y'all gonna have a zero off until I feel good until I have hair and I feel good about myself.
I wish West Virginia was in that zero off so bad.
They need to be. Texas Tech.
Grit and determination, I think, are is the one. I guess that's two reasons, but they kind of float in the same boat. And then also you have JT Top, and you always got to shout with JT.
Yeah, JT Toppin is the best shot. And also, I think they have the most underrated coach in
Yeah,
college. I think that McCasland could end up being like a top 10, top five coach in the sport when like this kind of younger, the new age of coaches come along. I think McCasland can insert himself in that group, especially with the way he's playing the NIL game and recruiting right now. Arkansas.
they're getting no. I think Arkansas is the biggest question mark in all this. So you don't know what Arkansas you're going to get game in and game out. They're getting healthy again. I think this is the only team where you don't have a full scouting report on them, so they can kind of surprise you a bit.
Yeah. I think they're playing free.
Yeah.
They're playing with house money, and that's what and those teams are dangerous, right? That's why they made the run that they made. I think they're just at this point they're. I mean, yes, they wanted to be here, but they're happy to be here at this point. They just feel like they can ride that out. Duke,
Just more talented than everybody.
best player in the sport.
Yeah.
That works. Arizona.
Arizona can win because North Carolina fans like Arizona more than North Carolina right now, I think.
I don't think Arizona can win. By the way, Tyler Hansbrough's acting. No, I'm messing. But I think. Uh, what would I say? I say one of the reasons that Arizona could win it is because they have a coach who I think is going to get over the hump eventually, but he needs a moment, right? Tommy
Yeah.
Lloyd needs a moment, and what better moment than beating Duke en route to going to the championship game and winning it all? I think that would like solidify him, and also tell Mark Few to retire. BYU.
I think Kevin Young, if Arkansas is the most unknown as a team, Kevin Young's the most unknown coach. You don't have a lot that you can pull from to be like, hey, here's what he's going to run game in and game out because it's only been a year. I also think coaching at the NBA level, even if it was just as an assistant, prepares you for these type of tournament styles.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the one reason I would say is that BYU style is like to your point, it is very what's the word? It's singular. I think BYU style and what Coach Young is doing there is very singular, and I think it can give teams trouble. Um, Alabama.
They stop shooting threes. That's it. Just stop shooting threes and you'll win the whole thing. Like they're so good if they just stop shooting threes.
Yeah, I was gonna say start making threes, then they win the whole thing.
That too.
Houston.
um, ooh, that's a good one. I struggle with the teams that have to play Duke, by the way. I don't know if anyone can notice that. Once I know you have to play Duke, it's hard to come up with that one reason. Uh, much like Michigan State, they got some dogs on that team. They're not gonna have any fear.
I was gonna say they to me are the most year after the year team.
Mm.
And like they're quietly the best team in the sport. They're the number one defense and they're the number one three-point shooting team in the country. Like that's the reason why they can win it all. Purdue,
Braden.
Braden, easy. Kentucky,
Mark Pope is special. And the way he gets guys to buy into what he wants to do. Like this team is a team that should go into games like sometimes lacking belief, but they don't because of how special Mark Pope is. And Mark Pope has them genuinely believing at the moment, like we got smoke for everybody left.
yeah, I would say gratitude. Tennessee,
Uh, apparently Rick Barnes and Sakai Ziegler are going to retire together, so this is all they got.
yeah, one last run is why they can win it all. And also, this is also in the over the like get like eventually like Rick Barnes has got to get there. Like how many times he's going to get here and not get there? Eventually he's going to get there. I think that's actually a reason why they can win it all. But that is one reason why each Sweet 16 team can cut down the nets. It is March, and that means that March Madness is upon us. And if you are looking for a place to play, Underdog Fantasy has you covered. Sign up and deposit using code SLEEPERS, that's code SLEEPERS, to receive up to $1,000 in bonus credit plus a free pick. Head over to Underdog Fantasy today and use promo code SLEEPERS to take advantage of this amazing offer.